Yeah.
You said you wanted to touch on one thing later in the show
Yeah.
as we're
Sean Ellis,
going.
growth hacker.
Yeah,
Got it. Yeah.
I missed
remember
that. What was it?
you said you wanted to circle back and touch on uh, growth hacker.
Oh, oh. So you take a framework that is product market fit. Listen to this, guys. Okay, you take this framework that is product market fit, right? How long has it been around? Roughly 5 years, right? Andreessen Horowitz. Well, my face just it was the primary screen now. I miss seeing you guys. Um, Andreessen Horowitz was the one that coined the term product market fit. There's investor founder fit. There's problem solution fit. There's business model fit. All these fits, but 5 years ago is when the term was coined. What has been the primary innovation for getting there since then? It's Sean Ellis's product market fit score survey, which is literally one question. And it's like, do 40% or more of your users say that they would be very disappointed if this product were to not exist? If yes, product market fit. If not, keep on churning. And there's frameworks for like percentage, but that is it. That's the only innovation we've had in 5 years. And I've spoken with Sean, and he's given me a lot of great advice in terms of growth, and he agrees. He's like, why is no one built on my foundation? I spoke with
So
Chris
do you think
Hively as
that?
well. Huh?
So is that the only level that you take it, or do you pay attention to net promoter scores,
Oh, Net
or
Promoter Score is great too. Yeah, how likely are you to promote this? But that's what I'm getting at, to where that's that's my passion. That's my purpose. We're building on that foundation, and we're leveraging AI, and we're going to say, okay, this is a good foundation. Let's bring a formal UX research team to see what other questions we can ask and quantify, to then fuel that data into linear regression, which is AI. Basically, it's just linear regression on steroids, a predictive validation model. And now let's help people get insights a lot faster. So someone who's working a job that they hate, but they have this new fitness idea that could help out working moms, they can validate that while they're still working that job, have data around it. They can take that to investors, or and get the good bit of like initial traction, then they can quit their job. Not, hey, I have this great idea, I think it's going to change the world, and then they just jump ship. People ask me that all the time, like, hey, I have this mobile app idea. I know a web development agency. I'm thinking about quitting my job. They're like, no, let's get some data around it first, Bubba. Let's take your time, collect that paycheck, but get that data, and then decide. When you have that validation,
I think
then jump ship.
there's something very powerful too on getting a foot in the door, right? A foot in the water. I interviewed Damon John a few years ago, and I asked him a similar question, like, hey, like, someone has an idea, they're ready to quit their day job. What do you think? And he's like, probably not. Like, you probably aren't in the position that you think that you are, and you think that, it's just going to immediately come. And so you should probably just put a foot in the water and see how it goes. There's a handful of people that I can think of, even people that we invested in a Hatch way back when, that, seem like great fits. They put one foot in the water and like, I quit. I'm like, you asked one person one question and you didn't like the answer and you quit? Like, you're weak.
Oh yeah, early on you get a ton of rejection.
And I think that's what you're trying to get. You're trying to get rid of, right? You're
Right.
trying to get rid of that riffraff, if you will. Like, and it's like, hey, like, everyone wants to start a business, and it's like, people should give, like, I'm gonna toot my own horn, but like, people should give me like a little bit more credit to have been doing this for as long as I have. Like, hello, like, we're looking at a decade plus of this. Like, that's a damn hard thing to do. Like, how? Come on,
you want to know something else that's crazy? The reason why Sean Ellis came up with that framework, because he's the growth guy, right? What is the byproduct of product market fit? That says green light, you're ready to scale. Okay. So what we actually do is help founders realize if they're ready to scale or not a lot faster. And then there's a whole list of things that happen after that. You raise funds, you establish your foundational growth channels, you now start to make money, right? So we help you realize how to, are you ready to scale and become profitable or raise investment a lot faster? That's huge when it comes to new people starting ideas. And that's why I'm like, man, I want to get this started. We need to raise funds. I've just put $50,000 of my own money into it. About to put another 50,000. I'm thinking we go crowdfunding, let the people own a little percentage of it, maybe 7 to 10%. What do you guys think?
Terrible idea.
Why?
I don't think that that world of crowdfunding is the best.
Are you? Okay, I think I know why you're going to say that, but
from a percentage standpoint, I wouldn't want the unknowns on my.
No, it's one line item on the cap table. It comes across as one line item if you're Reg CF. So it's not too much of an issue there.
I think you'd see better results out of what Tim has been doing with a what do you call that, Tim?
Syndicate.
Yeah, syndicate. I think you'd see. I think you would see better results from a syndicate style than a crowdfunded style, whether it's one line or not.
I'm confused. What is a syndicate, by the way?
Just a group of accredited angel investors.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is a good point.
Were you looking at something like on Republic or something like that?
We're thinking about it. I have a call later today with a crowdfunding marketing and PR agency. And they've helped a lot of tech companies because physical products do really well with crowdfunding. Tech companies have a harder time. And they're going to let me know whether to go Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Republic, Start Engine. Have a few calls with founders who've raised $5 million at a $50 million valuation for their first raise, which is crazy. 757 Angels pointed me that direction. That's going to be really hard to raise subsequent rounds, I feel like, if you're that.
Well, I think that, one thing though, Zach, to counter what you're saying, I understand what you're saying, but when you do, if you were to raise money like on a Republic and you had 1,000 different people that have kicked in some money, you've now have 1,000 champions on your on your back that want to see you succeed.
Innovators and early tech adopters.
Right,
you don't have probably those next rounds.
Well, but so now you got 1,000 different leads when you want to go to your next round. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, that was the whole value proposition of market paying. The people that help you get off the ground, if they're your champions and they invest in you,
are there a way to have them be your champions without taking out a stake of the business? Give them lifetime access to something?
Yeah, lifetime deals. There's groups like that, but it's I don't know. It's good for an initial bump in revenue, but that's about it.
Lots to think about. Is there anything else? Is there anything you want to talk about that we haven't talked about?
Well, I want to thank you guys. Thank you so much for the offer. Tim, I've had the pleasure to meet you in person, and it seems like you're doing great work for the local entrepreneurship industry, and that should never go unsaid. Zach, I haven't met you yet, but you have great energy. It was awesome to meet you, and I want to chat offline and get to know you. And thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Ethan, one really last quick question. If you could have dinner and or drinks with one person, who would that person be?
Do they have to be famous or just people here?
Just the most inspiring person in your life that you just love to be able to pick their brain over dinner and drinks.
Alive or dead?
Either way.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs, hands down. That book changed my life. If I didn't read that book sophomore year of college, I would have never gotten into the tech industry. The biography of Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson. Couldn't put it down.
Tim, that answers Elon for you.
Yeah, I would love to. For sure.
My answer is definitely the man half naked behind me.
The Rock.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, without a doubt. I mean,
legend.
Just
I don't blame you. Yeah.
Just seems like I look at this is how I rank people. Okay. How many drinks would I want to drink with that guy? Right? I would want to drink a crap ton of drinks with The Rock. I don't drink tequila. I would drink his tequila. I'd go all day. I'd go all night. Let's go. I would be super excited about that. Ethan, it's super great to meet you. Best of luck with everything. Tim.
Thank you, guys.
Good to see you. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace and pancakes later.
Home office, socially distanced coffee shop, or your fancy all bricked out corner office, wondering why no one can see your business and sales are all over the place? Sounds like you need a pro. That's why I developed the Anomaly Academy. Insert clever copy here. Oh, I guess I was supposed to put something else there. Oops. You can grab access to the Anomaly Academy now at zackmillersays.com/Anomaly Academy.